Alright, Def Leppard with Lady Strange. This is a CVT lesson for Ken, part 2. And this is the last section that we worked on, which was the pre-guitar solo. The section before that. It was section 5, which comes in at 2 minutes 25 seconds. I know this was a key part that you wanted. And I had it in part 1, and it, for some reason, just cut off. So I'm out here doing it a second time for you. Actually, right before that, because the first one ended where I was talking about this pick scrape. And you've probably done pick scrapes, but it's a real long one. Like he actually starts from back here on the E and A string by the bridge, goes all the way down. You angle the pick. You know, I'm holding it like that, and you can actually take it all the way down and then go back up. You'll hear it. Then we get into section 5, which here's what section 5 does. Alright, and it is 4 times like that as well. So if we split this into 4 quarters, it's good. I think it's really the quickest way to approach memorizing something. Look for parts of consistency as far as concepts that are going to repeat, and split it into quarters. And in this case, there's very little change once you get past the first quarter. We're going to go 4A, down, we got a short rest, go down, up, down on 7A, pull off to 4A, and then down, up. So they got, that's the first quarter. A little slower. Make sure you pick it that same way. Down, down, up, down, pull, down, up. Okay, then the next quarter starts the same way. Down, down, up. What we're going to do is called a knuckle shift. We want to, instead of go to the 7A and do a pull off, we're going to go to the 4D. So don't lift the finger individually, just shift it down. Make sure you're not hearing the A string when you do that shift. And we're going to pick that with the down, shift it right back up to the 4A and go up, down, up. That's the second quarter. So that is slow down, a little slower. You're at the midpoint here. The third quarter, same thing as the second, except instead of going to the 4D, doing the knuckle shift, we're going to go to the 6D with the third finger, which is like playing a root 5 chord or a power chord. So you go down, down, up, 6D, and then up, down, up, back on the A. And the last quarter, it's kind of a shorter one here, is down on 4A, rest, down, up, and then we go up to an E5 power chord, which is 7A, 9D, and 9G. I like to bar stuff like that. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always use 2 fingers or bar with the 3rd finger, but it serves as muting for the underneath strings, is why I say that. So that last quarter. So we have kind of a jump from the C sharp to the E note here, step and a half. So make sure you try to get up there quickly. And then here's the whole thing. I call it the Iron Maiden part. It just has that type of vibe. Here it is slowed down, everything. And you can see, you know, when that's why I like to play it slow for you as well, because you can hear where those rests come in. You can kind of hear and see the parts that are so similar. Dat, 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 dat. That's consistent, man. That's the quarter of the riff. So the beat-wise, they're almost all the same except for that end one, right? and then we only have a pull off on the first quarter, so make sure when you go to the 6D that you're not keeping pressure on this and going. You should still have everything separated. Just like I was saying, when you knuckle shift, you shouldn't hear two notes, so make sure that when you shift that down, that you're not hearing the A string. Same thing when you go to this 6th fret D. Alright, Ken, there you go. Everything should be good to go. I already sent your tabs. Part 1 is up. Here comes part 2 for you. Appreciate it, man.